Hi, good morning, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a review of the Revlon Styler and do just a quick get ready with me. So I worked out this morning at Orange Theory, jumped in the shower, washed my hair, and I put on my skincare. I put on my Josie Marin Milk on my face. That's going to help my vitamin C seep further into my skin. At least that's what they say. So I'm going to let this sit for a moment and then I'm going to put on my vitamin C. So you guys know the vitamin C I like is the 20% vitamin C ferulic acid vitamin E by Timeless. So I love this. I use it every morning. And so I'm going to go ahead, I keep it in my refrigerator, that's why I'm in the kitchen. So I just put 3 pumps in my hand and I just put it all over my face. I'm careful to leave my eyes shut because you do not want to get vitamin C in your eyes. I do put it on my eyes, but I let it dry for just a couple seconds before I open my eyes. And I move it down my neck. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry for a few minutes. And I'm actually going to make myself breakfast, so I'll show you guys that really quick also. Okay guys, so today I think for breakfast I'm going to do eggs. So I'm going to make my pasture-raised eggs. I have 2 of them here, so I'm going to do 2. I'm going to also add some feta cheese to that. So I get this from Whole Foods and it's just the Organic Valley brand. And then I'm going to have just 1 slice of the Dave's Killer Bread. Kind of doing 2 things at the same time here. So I washed my hair, put on my skincare, I'm letting that dry while I make my breakfast, and I'm letting my hair dry a little bit while I make my breakfast. So I usually let my hair dry maybe 90% before I start styling it. I hope that helps where I'm not causing as much hair damage, but who's 100% sure, right? But I do like it to be mostly dry before I start heat styling it. Another thing I like to do lately, you guys, is it's just me usually who drinks coffee. So I have a small coffee pot, like old school, and I got so bored of drinking my coffee, it just wasn't exciting me anymore. So I went to Target and I got this one by Starbucks. It's really good. And I have been adding this Nut Pods creamer to it. It has 1 gram of fat, 0 carbs, 0 sugars. So I've been really liking that with it. So I do have hot coffee in the morning, but I don't usually finish it all. So I just put it when I'm getting ready to go work out or getting ready for work, I'll put it in the refrigerator and then I just have, you know, a couple hours later, I'll drink the rest of it and it's cold coffee. So I'm gonna just put a little bit of butter in the pan and I'm going to let that melt. Okay, so I'm gonna let my eggs cook. I'm gonna put down the toast so that's ready. When I cook, I like everything to be hot when I sit down, so I kind of try to time everything at a good pace. The toast should be done. When the eggs are done, I'll throw some feta on and I'll also do some spice because I love spice on all my food. I think for the spice today, I'm going to use this. I get this from Whole Foods. You might be able to find it other places, but it's really good. And it has all good ingredients in it. Jalapenos, vinegar, garlic, dates, raisin salt, tangerine juice concentrate, and lime juice concentrate. And then at this point, I usually turn off the heat because I don't like my eggs too well done. So like I said, those should be done. The toast should be popping up. I always put all my food in a bowl. I know that's kind of weird. I don't like using a plate. And I'm going to take a little bit of feta. So serving size on the feta is probably 1 ounce. So I take about 1 ounce and I'm going to break it up and put it in my bowl. That way I'll put the eggs on top of it and it'll melt nicely. So I just crumbled those up in there. And my toast just popped up. Actually, the bread I'll put to the side and put some of our spicy on top. And that's breakfast. So I'm gonna eat that while my hair continues to dry, and then I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Okay guys, I'm back from eating my breakfast and my hair is pretty dry. I mean, it's still damp. I always brush my teeth 3 times a day. Once in the morning when I first wake up, again after I drink my coffee because I don't want to stain my teeth, and then before I go to bed. So I'm going to do that. And I really like the Oral-B. I got this one at Costco. I really like it. It has the circular head on it. Okay, so now that I brushed my teeth, I am going to just pull my hair back like I normally do, and we're gonna start the makeup. So I've been using this. I've used this for years. I wear the shade medium, but I usually just give it a little shake, one pump, and I rub it in between my fingers and then just pat it on. And this has SPF in it, so I did not put an SPF, a separate SPF on. If I know I'm going to be in the sun all day or outside all day, I will still put in a separate SPF on. So I kind of pat that in everywhere. Okay, and then I have this sponge, which I have shown you guys in one of my previous videos. I'll link it below, but I don't put the makeup on it. I just use it to tap out the extra. And I should link this mirror to you guys. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I got it on Amazon. I think they're $25, but it's battery powered, but you just clip it onto your mirror there, and it has a really good light, and I forget the magnification, but you know, you'll see it on the website, but I just love it. Go in and tap anywhere I see extra, or in my pores, I'll just tap in there, and then I go under my eyes, just tap, just to get any extra off. By my lips, because sometimes it likes to settle there. My absolute favorite powder in the whole world that I've been using since probably my late 20s is the Bare Minerals Original. It's my favorite, and I do the shade Golden Medium. If you get lucky, you can find this at TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx, $7.99. And normally it's $32, so keep an eye out for your color at TJ Maxx. But then I just take the Sephora 55 brush and I just tap it in there, and then I just go around my entire face. I go back and forth with bronzers also, but I love this one. It's the Butter Bronzer. I don't know if you guys can see that, Butter Bronzer. It's by Physicians Formula, and I do the Deep. Same brush. I love the Sephora 55 brush. What I do is go into the hollows of my cheeks. I'm not saying this is the way to do it, you guys. I'm just saying this is what I do, like that. And I'm not even saying my technique is good or correct or proper. This is for entertainment purposes only. And then I just swirl on my forehead, and then a little bit in my brow bone, and then I'll take a little bit along my cheeks, on my nose, and under my chin just a little. And I'll do my jawbone too. Again, I have different blushes I use also. I do love my Josie Marin palette. So I just usually tap, 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 tap. And then I actually probably put too much of that on showing you guys, but that's okay. I have my halo. I'll just wipe the excess on that. So then I just tap it around, and I keep it high on my cheekbones. So it's a pretty good color. And so then I use my Clairol. This is going to be for my eyebrows. I use my Clairol, and it's the Clairol Root Touch-Up. Use my eyebrow pencil, or it's a brow liner. Like just a little bit I tap in there. Eventually I'll have a better setup where I can do my makeup and you guys can see what I'm doing. But basically, I just do that. So I'll go in again for the other eye. And I just tap along my brow line with this. I don't think I look good with my brows overly done. And then I take my spoolie and I just shape them. I'm not trying to be a makeup artist here, you guys. I can usually get ready in the morning and with my makeup in 10 minutes at the most. So I'm just gonna do my Anastasia, my Parfait, which I love. It's one of my go-tos. Put that on. I didn't even line my lips. Oh, you guys know I love my Lumify. I have to put some of that on so that my eyes are not red. I usually get it from Costco. I'm going to line my lips really quick. I have the MAC Spice pencil. And then I'm going to take my eyeliner. Sometimes I use an eyeliner, sometimes I just use a shadow. But this one is the Makeup Forever Aqua Resist Color Pencil in Ebony. Put a thin line. I go from the outer corner just to underneath my pupil. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but I just go from the outer corner to like right there. And then I take my e.l.f. This one is the Bite Size Shadow in Truffles. And I take the brown color, the one right there. And I take my, it's called the K13 Angle Fluff. You guys won't be able to find this. I did years ago when I was in my 20s. I enrolled myself in a makeup class. It was downtown Chicago, and it was called Dawn to Dusk. I don't know if anybody ever heard of that, but I think they stopped doing it for some reason. But anyway, so I just tap that in there, and then I just go over my eyeliner. And that helps it stay in place, but then it also helps to blend it. And again, I just start at the outer corner and blend in, because you don't want to have any harsh lines. And then I'll actually take it up to my upper line with the excess, and I just fluff it out. And then you want to make sure that you kind of give yourself a lift. So what I do is I just hold gently. I don't ever pull until I get my eyes. So I just hold it gently and like kind of flick up like that. So I'll just do that. It's hard to do without the mirror, but you want to flick straight up almost, and then kind of gives you a little bit of a lift. And it kind of gives you that look of a wing without doing the wing. And then I just kind of fluff that out and fix it a little bit. Mascara. So I always curl my lashes. So today I'm going to do the Full and Soft mascara first. And this is in the color black, I'm sure. Noir, very black. And then after that, I'm going to do the Essence Lash Princess. I'm going to do that over it. I just like how soft this is, but it kind of fluffs your lashes. And then the Essence one adds a lot of volume and length. But you know what? I feel like putting on mascara is also 90% technique. Like, it's how you put it on that how it looks. So I just let that dry for just, a few seconds. My hair is almost dry, and this is how I like it when I'm going to style it, because it doesn't take long for me to style my hair then. So then I'm going to do the Essence one now. Put that on. We're going to style our hair with the Revlon Styler. So I got this one from Costco the other day. It was on sale for $39, I think, or $39.99. So 40 bucks. I think normally it's 60. It's still a good price, I think. But I heard a lot of good things about it, so I wanted to use it. So I'm going to go through and quickly show you how I use it. Your hair might be different than mine, so you might use yours a little bit differently. But this is how I style. I've been styling my hair the last couple weeks that I've had it, and overall I really do like it. So what I do, so I have a colic back here, and so what I do is I'm going to take my mirror. I always take a mirror and look to see exactly where it is. It's right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. And so I just take my finger and I lift all that up, and I'm going to put that in a clip, because what I want to do, take my wet brush and just kind of get any tangles out. What I want to do is lift everything that's underneath it first. So all of this, I want to take this and dry this up so that my colic has something to lay on when I put it down. Again, I don't know if I'm doing this right, but this is how I do it, and it seems to work for me. So I'll start at the bottom, then I'll put more down, and I'll do it that way. So I start here, just grab some of that. Like, it's very hot, so you have to be careful, especially if you have fine, thin hair. You have to be very careful, like me. So I put it on for a couple seconds, and then I turn it off, and I let the residual heat kind of shape it, and then I cool it off. You guys are gonna laugh. I cool it off with a fan, because it does have a cool setting on it, but I don't feel like it really works. So put it under here, turn it on, and then you'll see what happens. Turn it off, kind of curl it under, and then I take my fan, I cool it off, and then gradually let it go. So that's the first one. And then I'll put down a little bit more. So I'll lift this back up, but I have a little bit more to play with now under there. Turn it off, pull it through and curl it under. Just let it sit for a moment. And so it's cool. Untangle it. Don't pull your hair out. Okay, so then I'm gonna put down more. Yeah, so see, it smoothed that out. So then I'm gonna take the top part. I comb through it a few times before I actually turn it on. And for the top part, I'm gonna pull it forward a little bit. Turn it off, pull it through, and let it sit for a second, cool it off, and then pull it through. You can cool it off while you pull it through also. And there's that. I think that works really well. I try not to play with it either because you want it to cool down all the way, so sometimes I'll actually do that before you touch it because that's how it sets. I will do the rest of my hair also, but I want to do this front part because I have a colic here also at the front, which I hate. It makes my hair stick straight up right there. So I'm just going to go through it 1 or 2 times and kind of lay it down to the side. And again, this gets super hot, so I'm really careful. I only do it for a few seconds. So I'm going to brush through it just for a second. Turn it on. Literally, that was on for 1 second. Cool it off, pull it through. And it just kind of lays like that. And it's just a little warm when I take it out, so I cool it off a little bit more. So then I just kind of do the rest of my hair. Like here, I want to get my colics done first, and then I go through and do my hair like I didn't even do my colics. So I'll put it up. I start at the bottom all the time. And we already did put heat protectant on, you guys, but you can put more in, which I sometimes will do anyway. I have this one by Living Proof, but I have a ton of other ones. This isn't like my favorite or anything. So I just spray it on, just 2 sprays. You know, I'm just gonna go through it and then you guys will see what I'm doing here. When I'm styling under here, I always hold it up to give myself more volume at the root. Cool it off while it's up to give it more body. And then as I'm cooling it, I bring it down. See how nice that looks? I mean, I think it looks nice. And then I do the other side. Again, I try not to touch what I just did. Curl it around, hold it up, cool it off, bring it down. And that's not really. So there's that. And then I put more down, and then I'll do the next layer, like halfway up my crown. Do the same thing just on the next layer up. Again, did you guys see? I only had that on for a second or 2. You guys probably think I'm crazy using my fan. All right, so there's that, this side. My hair is kind of wavy, as you can see, and this makes it nice and straight. Again, try to keep it tight and hold it up, cool it off, bring it down. And at this point, I kind of check the back to make sure the back's okay. So the back, I'm getting all the back also. And then bring more down. So I just kind of shake it, and then I'll just move up a little bit more. Do the next layer. Oh, you guys, I'm being horrible. I'm not even doing my heat protectant. I do sometimes forget, but it's very good practice. The back looks okay. I don't like this little wave here, so I'm just gonna pull this up and do the back real quick. If you have thicker hair, obviously it's going to take, you know, you'll probably have to leave it on for a few more seconds, but I mean, if you have thick, nice hair, then that's not a bad thing. Okay. And then this, I just take, for the last part, I just take this right here, my bangs, put them up. And I want to really get the crown area, and I don't want this hair getting in there, so you know, if you need another clip to keep this back so it doesn't get caught in the brush, you know, when you're doing this, you can do that also. And this part, I'll go over it one more time, and I try to take each side over to the other side just to give it more volume. So hold it tight and up. And then we'll do this side. Hold it tight and up. And check the back. So the back I want to do, this looks a little crazy right there. So I'll just take that. And again, I'm going to pull it a little bit more forward. To give it more volume. Make sure I get the crown nice and cool before I let it go. I just love how that looks, you guys. And it gives, like, I have no body to my hair. I just think it does such a good job on my hair type. Since that's done, I'm gonna go over my top one more time, and I'm going to pull the back forward, this side this way, and this side that way. That way it'll give it a little bit more volume, okay? And if you have time, you can just pull it that way and let it sit that way for even just a couple minutes. On the other side one more time. I like to try to get it detangled before I turn it on. Bringing it to the other side. And then we're going to do the bangs one more time. Okay, so we are all set. I'm just going to take the smallest bit of argan oil, my Josie Marin, but start at the ends and just kind of get rid of the frizzies. And then, you know, check the back, make sure the back looks okay. I think the back looks pretty nice. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the hair. I know it's not perfect or anything, or like a stylist would do, but I don't know. I really like it. I like the Revlon Styler. So yeah, that's my hair, guys. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye. Lying awake with the sound of an emptiness you left behind.